Recently, Matt and I talked about cars that want to kill you. Today, we're going to talk about cars that'll get you killed, or at least beaten up in Texas. Matt Farah.
Texas. It's an interesting place. Lots of space.
Yep.
Big cars. Big people.
Yep.
Lots of people who carry guns.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with them.
You don't want to offend them by driving the wrong car.
That's today on Road Testament. Hey, welcome to Road Testament. Hit us up on @Drive on Twitter and Drive TV on Facebook. Matt Farah, if you're from Texas, you may be offended by this program. You might as well just turn this off right now.
Hide your kids.
If your kids are from Texas.
And you're not.
And
they'll be offended, and then they'll murder you.
Exactly. These are cars that if you drive in Texas, you're bound to get beaten up.
Right. The standard car of Texas is like the F-250 King Ranch.
King Ranch, right.
Big engine, big truck.
Yep.
Big comfy seats, takes up a lot of acreage.
Exactly.
That's a standard Texas vehicle.
Right.
Like
and
the Hennessy Raptor I drove. That's a Texas vehicle.
Exactly. And they don't seem to be in the mood to, suffer fools.
It's true.
Exactly.
They like things the way they like them in Texas.
They do.
Set in their Texan ways.
Let's take a look at some cars that would not go over well in Texas. Prius,
obviously. Was a big hit among the people requested for this list.
Yeah.
Very popular item. Was pretty much the most popular item was the Prius.
Totally. They don't want to be told how much fuel they can use.
Right. And gas savings, not a big deal down there.
Yeah.
Little, small Japanese cars, not very popular in Texas.
Exactly. Also, they don't like the smug attitude that some people who drive Priuses have about, saving the planet and all that stuff.
It's like, why would you save the environment with my car when I'm just going to go home and blow things up with TNT constantly?
Exactly.
So the Prius is a pretty standard issue, bad car for Texas.
Also, the smart car. Way too small.
I have a fan from Texas who informed me that he lives in Houston and has come out of stores or restaurants to see two of these just turned onto their side.
Right, exactly. It just does not fit in with the Texas lifestyle at all whatsoever.
If you park this thing at a Starbucks, you're going to come outside that Starbucks and find it in the bed of someone's truck on the way to be used as a wrecking ball somewhere.
Exactly.
Can't fit a cattle in there.
No, you can't.
No cows.
There are cows bigger than that.
There probably are. Actually.
There actually are.
Instead of cow tipping, they have smart car tipping.
Indeed.
Maybe that's how those two cars turned over. Actually,
probably.
Yeah, and furthermore, 85 horsepower.
I mean, come on, that's like an eighth of the horsepower in the King Ranch.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
No, not at all. What's next?
Let's do the next one.
Oh,
Dude,
come on.
I mean, this one, it's so obvious.
Yeah, you can't really,
why you can't drive this in Texas.
Sure.
I mean, look at it. A New York State vanity plate?
A vanity plate. First of all, vanity plates, unless they're Texas vanity plates.
And people from Texas already think New Yorkers are too full of themselves.
Right,
so to go to Texas with a New York vanity plate on stock wheels.
Stock wheels, and they hate stock wheels in Texas.
16-inch?
Nobody drives stock wheels in Texas.
You can't have 16s with a vanity plate in Texas.
No, not at all.
Completely inappropriate
vehicle
for Texas.
Sticker in the back, unsafe.
Blocks your visibility.
Yeah, what's next? Oh my God, could you imagine?
This one is so obvious.
They hate panel gaps more than anything.
That is Texas. The most misaligned hood
you can't,
I have ever seen.
Yeah, I know.
And they take pride in their bodywork.
Yeah, in their workmanship. Yeah, it's true. This would be totally offensive. Could you even imagine?
The manufacturing and bodywork industry in Texas would be extremely offended by this, to the point of near murder.
Yeah, you'd be punched 3 or 4 times.
Bound and gagged at the very least.
At the very
Tarred
least.
and feathered even.
What's next?
Oh, come on.
You mentioned this earlier.
There is something. You know what's wrong with this picture? There is something so wrong with this picture, and it goes beyond Texas even.
Yeah.
Driving with the convertible top down and the windows up.
It's a terrible, terrible thing to do.
It's a crime against humanity.
It is.
Why'd you buy the convertible?
You have to be the biggest douchebag on earth.
Seriously.
To do that. Yeah.
I would go to Texas just to kick your ass if I catch you driving around with the top down and the windows up.
You pull that in New York, you're gonna get a looking at.
A looking at. In Texas, you're gonna get a cowboy boot size 12 up your patooter.
Exactly, and I don't even know what that is. It sounds bad.
It's what an ass is in Texas.
An ass. Oh, I get it. Oh, all right. This is pretty obvious. This is pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious.
Right.
I mean, anyone who's ever been to Texas knows.
Yeah.
KBOO
Just absolutely
It's the
sucks.
worst radio station ever.
It really...
You're going to get curb stomped.
No. They don't play Patsy Cline.
No Hank Williams.
No Hank Williams. No Hank Williams Jr.
Not even Junior.
No Bocephus.
I don't even know what that is.
That's Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, that's
his nickname. Yeah, Bocephus.
Well, all I know is K-Boo.
They don't play it.
They're
they don't
not.
play any Bocephus.
They are all community awareness all the time and no country music.
I think that's yeah.
This person, as soon as they get out of their car, American History X, right on the curb.
Exactly. What's next? Oh, I mean, this is all right. This is pretty obvious too. Actually,
This one, a Texan would find this offensive.
I know.
And I'll tell you exactly why.
Why?
The Ford Econoline van comes with not only an available V8 and a diesel, but a V10 as well.
Right.
Look at this exhaust pipe. This is clearly a base 6-cylinder model.
6-cylinder van in Texas.
Do you know?
Forget about it.
You can't buy the smallest available engine in Texas.
Yes, you would have to smuggle this over the border from like New Mexico.
The guy is going to get out of this van and get a blackjack to the back of the head for buying a base model Econoline van.
Yeah.
I bet this thing doesn't even have the tow package on it.
No way. And you know what else? I'll bet you under these hubs, 4 lug nuts.
It's shameful, really.
Yeah, it's
I can't
terrible.
even look at it.
Yeah.
We got to go to the next one.
All right, next. Oh, forget about it. This thing. Now, don't drive this around schools, playgrounds, daycare centers,
Ice rinks, amusement parks.
Yeah.
I mean, don't even think about going within 200 yards of a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, no. Forget about it.
It's just,
really. That visibility is probably the worst I've seen. I'm telling you, you could kill a kid.
You could run a kid right over with that.
You could run him right over. And you know, I bet you it doesn't even have the beeper when it backs up.
Probably not. And I mean, come on, look at this.
An odd number of exhaust tips.
There is nothing more offensive to a Texan than an odd number of exhaust tips. I mean, this guy might as well drive around with a big sign saying, "I'm a pedophile."
Yeah, that's true. All right, what's next?
I mean, this one.
Come on.
This is so obvious.
You could never. You couldn't even get over the Texas border with this.
You wouldn't make it 5 miles.
No.
I'm telling you, the new Explorer with a unibody construction,
Yeah.
so offensive to a Texan.
Forget it.
They like body on frame.
Yes.
And no available V8 power?
No, there's no possible.
It's not
way.
going to fly.
No, you'll get punched in the nuts.
Nunchucks. You're going to get nunchucked for this. And furthermore, the Explorer used to have an available pickup truck bed as an option.
That's true. The Sport Track.
No
right?
pickup truck bed.
There's no Sport Track anymore.
What are you going to haul in this?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You will haul nothing.
No, it's worthless in Texas, and you'll probably get beat up for it.
You couldn't haul a barbecue takeout order in this. What's next? Oh, come on. Really?
This one.
I mean, obviously.
You will get beaten by a mob.
Yeah, it's
for this
I mean,
Texas.
seriously, Texas.
I mean, hands
sorry,
down.
Texas, but
this is hands down the most offensive vehicle. I mean, I'll tell you something right now. I mean, and they're not going to want to hear this, especially in Texas.
Yeah.
But if you go to Texas and you leave a coffee cup that close to an open sunroof,
that is.
If that was my car and someone put their coffee close to that sunroof,
that is
just
horrible.
think about the quality of the crushed velour in this interior.
I know.
Somebody spent time and money with that velour. Coffee, it's ruined.
Have you ever had a Texas coffee spilled on your head?
My life has never been the same since.
Yeah, it's true.
But if you go to Texas, keep your coffee away from my goddamn sunroof.
That's right. I'm serious. You'll get lynched for something like that.
I'm getting angry right now.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm getting angry.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Anyway, thanks, Matt. Road Testament, that's this week. We will see you next show.
I'm sorry if any of you
Drive.
Texans found
Yeah, I really apologize to Texas for this. But, sometimes
please show mercy on these people.
Yeah, sometimes you got to kind of look in the mirror. DriveShirts.com.
At The Smoking Tire on Twitter.
That's right. See you guys later.